Welcome to Rachel Wolf Movement. Today we're going to focus on core and arms. So all you need is one of these balls. You can also use a yoga block instead. And then it's a little squishy ball. And then you need some weights. I have 3 pounds here. So 1s, 2s, 3s, or 5s will be appropriate for this. So we're going to start with the ball right up against your hips. And then you'll take the weights into your hands. Now, if your core isn't strong enough, this can feel daunting and also put a lot of pressure on the lower back. So if it's too much, you're just gonna inch that ball up and you can lean back a little bit and it will support you. Now, if you're choosing this option here, then you don't wanna arch back over the ball. The idea is to stay a little bit lifted away from the ball. We're engaging our core. Find a little tuck of the tail. So thinking tailbone to belly button, a little posterior pelvic tilt. You're holding the weights in your hands and we're just going to start extending those arms forward and we lift them up overhead. Exhale, inhale to lower down. Exhale, we lift. Inhale to lower. Now tuck a little bit more. Lean back into that tuck to feel it. Squeezing those ribs together. And one more. We're gonna stay here. Turn the palms to face forward. Bend the elbows out to the side and lift. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Engaging the inner thighs also helps you to engage your lower abs, pelvic floor muscles. We lift, exhale, up, inhale, lower. Make sure your head's not coming forward. Keep your chin tucked just slightly. 2 more. And 1, extend the arms down. We bicep curl. And this time we're gonna add a leg lift. Up, lower that foot down, and alternate. Now you can keep both feet down if you prefer. If you want to kick it up a notch, you're going to continue with me. Really important that you're not shifting your weight from one side to the other in the pelvis. Even though I'm bringing a leg up, my weight stays even in both hips. Exhale, we lift. Inhale to lower. Now, what would that look like if I was shifting my weight? Because sometimes we don't know if we're doing something like that. So if I was to lean, this is what it would look like. Check out my knee. It's turned in. So you can take a look at your knees, especially your knees in relation to your ankles, if they're doing something like that. So make sure they stay straight and you want to feel both sit bones pressing down into the mat. Exhale, we lift. 1 more each side. Whew. And come all the way up. All right, set those weights off to the side. And then we're going to bring ourselves onto hands and knees on the mat. All right, we're gonna get into some push-ups. Hands as wide as the mat. We're gonna be on our knees. Now, if you'd like to take the legs straight out, you can always do that option, or you can modify and join me here. Now, with the pelvis, we wanna find our perfect plank position. So make sure the hips aren't here. I'd rather your hips be forward and do teeny tiny bends than your butt to be all the way here and you're lowering down like that, okay? Now, if you run into a situation where you're like, well, I really wanna work my arms, and if I'm here, I don't feel it in my arms. Then what you can do is bring yourself against the wall. So bring your hands against the wall and that'll allow you to work your arms a little bit more. Okay, so we're gonna keep the pelvis down and we lower and exhale, press up. I'm just gonna do 5 of these. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Keeping those shoulders out of the ears. 1 more. And bring it up onto hands and knees. Take a little child's pose, break. Whew. Okay. Now, this time, A little bit more narrow grip or narrow positioning. Stack your shoulders over your wrist, knees are together. We come forward in the pelvis, bend your elbows straight back, and push up, exhale. Inhale, lower, exhale, press. 2 more. And 1. Ooh, and then come all the way down onto the belly. Bring your thumbs in alignment with the chest. Extend the legs long, just a slight tuck of the tail. We exhale, lift. You're going to lift your pelvis off, but tuck your tail a little bit to keep your back supported and straight, and then lower. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, lower. Don't let your back arch. Really tuck the tail as you do this. 2 more. And 1 more. Bring it all the way down. And then you're just going to do little baby cobras as you lift and lower. Keep the back of the neck long. The shoulders stay pulled down out of the ears. 3, 2, and 1. And you can press up onto your hands and knees and take a little child's pose again and breathe deep breaths. Now bring yourself back up onto your hands and knees and grab just one of your weights. So shoulders are stacked over the wrist, knees underneath the hips, slight tuck of the chin, the neck is long, spine is long. So find your neutral. This is arched, this is tucked. Come to the center between those two. And then we take the arm with the weight out to the side and back in. So really important here, when we have weight on one side, the body wants to compensate by shifting the pelvis. So it would look something like that, okay? But what I wanna do is keep my hips really still. So if you have that ball or the yoga block, squeeze it in between your knees. That'll help you create the stability in the pelvis. Don't let the hips shift out to the side. So exhale, we lift. Inhale, lower. You're going to feel your obliques working quite a bit, your internal obliques. Those are the muscles that stop you from rotating. They're stability muscles. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, lower. We've got 3 more. Last 2. And 1. Okay, now we're going to do the other side. So take that weight into your left hand. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, lower. This is definitely my more challenging side. I can feel my hips wanting to shift. So just be mindful of that. And to keep those hips as stable as possible, you're squeezing that ball and you're pulling the belly button just slightly up towards your sternum. 2 more. Last one. Exhale. Inhale as you come down. All right. Now you're going to take that weight back into your right hand. We take the arm back, bend and straighten. I want a little bit more weight for this one, so I'm going to take both dumbbells. Do you. Do what feels best for you. Exhale, we lift back. Inhale to lower. Keep those shoulders out of the ears. The upper traps can start creeping into this exercise if you let them. 3 more. And 1, and switch your weights to the other side. And we exhale, extend that arm back, bend and press. Think about pulling the shoulder blades down away from the ears. 5 more. Exhale. Last 3. Watch those hips. 2, squeeze that ball. 1, and come all the way in. Okay. Have a seat. And we're just gonna loosen up that neck really quick. It might feel a little tense here. You can roll your chin from one shoulder to the other. And then come back to center. Okay, now we're going to take our feet out to the left side in this stacked position. Come all the way down onto your side, and then I have my left hand in front. My fingers are pointing up towards my ear. And then you want to position, so you don't want the wrist directly under your elbow, you want it just slightly forward. And then you're going to bring yourself all the way up and then lower down and tap your opposite elbow on the floor. Now, you could go all the way down, but it's really hard to get back up. So if you want to make it more challenging, go for it, do it. I'm not going to go all the way down just yet because this exercise is really challenging for me. So exhale, we lift. Inhale, lower. And let's finish. 3 more. Last 2. And 1. And then we're gonna take it to the other side. Okay, so swing those legs around. We're stacked in our knees, and you're going to get your bottom arm wrapped around your waist, top hand. Places on the mat, fingers pointing towards the ears. You can tell I'm out of breath, right? I feel like I can barely talk right now. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, lower. I am still building up my strength. I had a baby last year, but it seems like it takes time. It takes time to get back, for sure. And then let's push up. Exhale. And it takes time if you've never done it. If you've never done it and you're still in the beginning of your fitness journey, that takes time too. So don't give up on yourself. Keep going. 3 more. 2. And 1. I think I cheated on that one. I don't think I let my elbow hit all the way down, so I'm gonna do 2 more. You can take a break if you need to. Whew. And we come all the way up. It's good to do hard stuff. Good job, guys. We are done. Awesome job. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you next time.